I do believe that we are just about ready for Astrobots from King J, my good friend. So, King J, take it away.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. What's going on? My name is King J0444. This is Astrobot. This is the game I'm known for this year. This game came out 2024. It got a Game of the Year that year. It deserves it. It's such a good 3D platformer. Tons of love poured into it. We are doing all of the hardest levels in the game today. We are starting with challenge level Gauntlet. That's all the hardest levels in the base game, and then thanks to your generous donations, we reached the incentive to do the DLC that came out, and that is by far the hardest stuff that's in this game. So with me I have my commentator. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey, itsAddieOfficial. I'm King's friend, and more importantly, one of the Astrobot community moderators. So that's why I'm here. I love to do these commentaries for runs that King does.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, these levels are very difficult. I'm not gonna be able to talk the whole time. So while I can't talk, Addie's gonna shoutcast. So. But yeah, this is so basically what this is, for those who don't know, this is a category that was made by a YouTuber who just came up with this idea where you do all of the levels that are based off of the PlayStation icons, which is cross, square, triangle, and circle. And these are all really challenging platformer, just like short platformer Gauntlet levels. And so yeah, we do all 20 of those, and then we finish it off with the hardest level in the base game, which is Great Master Challenge. So I'm gonna do these in the order that you would unlock them. You can do this in any order you want, but time's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna start when we actually like... If it's off, it's okay. So yeah, time is going to start in about 3, 2, 1, go. All right, thank you. So this is Cut and Grind. These are the triangle levels. These are the easiest ones by far. So yeah, they're not too difficult. Like I said, they will up in difficulty the farther we go, though. And then obviously when we get to the DLC, that's where the fun really begins. So this is the warm up. But first one there you go. It's like, it took like 20 seconds. We're done the first level.
Yep, and whenever this we first came up with this category, we didn't even know that a YouTuber had originally created it. We were like, oh, this is something that we should do. And this category originally was something else because there was a speedrun glitch that we had in this category that was actually patched by the developers. It was a little bit of unintended, performance that they had in the game here. So you see that at the end of every level that King's doing, that he's collecting the coin and that ends the level. Well, they used to have a glitch in the game where if you got the coin early, like if you were too good at the game and you got the coin early, that the level ended prematurely. But now you can't collect the coin early, so that's kind of like a different subset of this challenge category.
Yeah, it's made it so that there's two different versions of this run, which is really cool. Basically, like the glitchless, you have to finish the levels version, and then the ones where you can do skips to finish the levels faster. So this level is pretty simple for the most part, where we just our hover is a laser. And I almost died when I said simple, so we're good. But our hover's a laser, so when you hover, you can break these platforms. So you gotta watch out and not do that, obviously. So yeah. While we're going through this level, though, it's pretty simple. If you have anything you want to shout out, Dane, that would be a good time.
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to the Little Warriors, the people that we are raising money for this event, offered in person and online by Little Warriors. Prevent-It is a free evidence-based educational workshop developed in Canada in conjunction with researchers at the University of Alberta. Prevent-It educates and empowers adults to take action and help prevent and respond to child sexual abuse. To learn more, go to littlewarriors.ca/prevent-it, or you could type !prevent in chat.
Of course, yeah. This level I hear is it's a pretty cool one with these flipping platforms and stuff like that, and these pumpkins. I think the hardest level of this first batch that we had was the ball level, the rolling dildo level. But like I said, these ones are very easy compared to the next ones that we're about to get onto. This is where the one really starts, where we get these circle levels, and this is where they start getting more complex and more challenging. So.
And the flipping platforms that have the electric on the other side, that was a that's been a staple throughout the entire Astrobot series, but it was really first introduced in Astro's Playroom, which if you have a PS5, you already have it. It's free to download if you don't have it. It's the built-in game on every single PlayStation 5, and a lot of the tech from that game really bleeds into this one because it is like a direct sequel.
Yeah, I actually never ran Astro's Playroom, which I still plan to run it eventually, but we have a lot of people in the community who have ran both games, and then we also have some people who have, you know, this is their first Astro game that they've ever played, or, you know, ran in general. So this level right here, this level sucks. This level is one of the hardest levels in Challenge Level Gauntlet, specifically because of one enemy, but also the rope physics are just really hard to get used to. So this is where I'm gonna lock in and focus a little bit.
There is one level that I will talk about whenever we get to it, but we did just find a way to like skip half the level by flying infinitely. King's not gonna do that, but it was a glitch that was discovered like yesterday, so.
I did not know this. This is news to me.
No, it's a glitch that happens with ramps.
Oh.
If you jump off a ramp at a certain time, then you fly in the air infinitely.
This is literally the first I'm hearing of this.
And don't worry.
Alright, nice. There we go. So that's that level done. I didn't die. That's huge. I recently did this run at TwitchCon for GDQX, and I died on that level at the very end. So we're killing it right now, chat. We're killing it.
I'm not good at any of these levels, so...
Perfect reason to have you on
commentary.
commentary.
The only thing I'm good at is verifying runs. I'm really good at watching the video.
Addie literally doesn't run this game. I want everybody to know that. She has commentated on like main GDQ stage for this game and hasn't ran the game. She doesn't even have the platinum trophy for it, which is crazy. Or the original Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, well,
I will call you out for that.
It's a funnier bit to not have the platinum trophy than it is if I had it.
True. All right, so this next level, I always like telling this story every time I do this this category. The first time I ever played this game was at PAX West 2024, about 2 weeks before the game came out. There was a demo where you could play Astrobot, and there was a easy level, a medium level, and a hard level. This was the hard level, and the guy who was running that kiosk was like, "Are you sure you want to play this one? It's actually pretty difficult. It's like, are you sure you don't want to play one of the easier ones?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm pretty good at 3D platformers." And he was like, "Okay, cool. I won't tell you any of the controls then in that case." I immediately fell off the edge at the very beginning, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you're really good." So shout out to that guy. I hope you realize who you were talking to back then.
The
Just
guy
kidding.
created a monster. The monster, King J0444 Astrobot Speedrunner.
I then decided to get really good at Astrobot so I could dunk on him.
Well, he indirectly
Oh, yeah, that's right.
caused us to raise a ton of money for charity, so I think in
True.
the end it was a net positive. This is the level, by the way, that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, this one. That makes sense. This is a very vertical level, as you can tell by the name, vertical velocity. So yeah, that makes very much sense that this is the one where flying up infinitely saves a lot of time. But yeah, someone in chat, one of my friends, Toro Knight, also was like, "I can confirm this happened." I also didn't shut up about it that entire trip at PAX West, so I've told that story way too many times to my friends, probably to the point where their ears are bleeding, but you know, it's okay.
This is another one of the levels where they had the glitch where you could get the coin earlier. It was really easy to do, but of course they patched it, so now you can't get the coin early.
Ooh, now we get my least favorite power-up, the duck power-up. Let's go. If you want to explain that.
Yeah, well, the duck power-up, you shoot water on the lava, and if you touch the lava at the same time you spray it, the game crashes. So
What? Okay. That I didn't know that.
I've said this before in marathon runs.
You unlocked a new fear for me now. Thank you. I didn't know this.
It's a frame perfect crash.
That's crazy. Let's not have that happen.
Happened to Beta 3 runs in a row.
What? That's insane. Imagine doing 100% and then that happens to you. That would be so bad.
Especially when we used to have the rule where if the game crashed, the run was invalidated, but we changed it because it was so easy to do that.
Shoutouts to B-Dud who had a run crash on world record pace in 100%. That was so sad to see live. That was back when that rule existed. So this level here, this is Follow the Light. When this game first came out, there was a huge, a good handful of runners trying to do this level without the light bulb, which was a really fun challenge for a while there. It is possible, it's just, it's difficult because these platforms don't show up if you don't have the light bulb. They're still there, they just aren't visible. And there we go. The next level is pretty straightforward. Do you have anything else you would like to read off, Dane?
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, I want to let you all know, if you look at that tracker, we are less than $25 away from hitting $300 raised for Little Warriors. So please get your donations in to make that happen. Again, we do have that Metroid Zero Mission Narpa's Sword bonus run incentive open now. We are $10 toward the total of $50 we need to make that incentive happen. So please get your donations in so that we can get that bonus run.
Yeah, definitely. So this level is Boing Bonanza. Shoutouts to Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I'm going to be running on Sunday if we reach the run. It is a bonus run, so I'm running two.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I'm running two of like the best 3D platformers ever made in this marathon. I just want to point it out. So yeah. All right, so we're almost done. We're on to the last set of levels, then we have Great Master Challenge, and then that will be it for the challenge level Gauntlet run. So we have about like 5 levels remaining. So yeah.
And these are the hardest ones, although I think Follow the Light is the hardest one. But
really?
These are the hardest ones. Yeah,
nah, that's an L opinion. That's an L take.
Yeah, well, you didn't know that you could crash the game, so.
Yeah, well, okay, listen, you never got the platinum trophy, so.
Yeah, no, we could go for hours on that.
Whoa, I've never had that happen before. That's never happened before. What? Okay.
Can we get that's never happened before?
That was really weird. Why were they so high up?
He said the line.
He said the thing.
Said the line.
If only this was
I'm still wondering if if you're able to beat this level without slowdown.
I literally don't. I doubt it. Very much so. Alright, I usually wait longer. I should have taken it safe. That's okay. You can't have a challenge level Gauntlet run in a marathon without at least one death. It just has to happen, you know? Right. If it doesn't happen, then what are you? Like, good at the game? I'm joking. I'm okay at this game, just a little. But yeah, I like this category, and I like that I get to show off this category because I think this is a really good way of showing people like, hey, if you like Astrobot and you want to speedrun it, but you don't want to dedicate like 2 hours to any percent, you can run this category and show that you're good at the game. Because these are all like the levels that people struggle on, like this level. Because when this
everybody hates this level. Isn't this the...
Everybody says like this level. There was a tweet that someone put out. They were like, "Oh my god, Astrobot's harder than Dark Souls," and I'm like, "This is a game that is literally made for children." What do you mean? What do you mean harder than Dark Souls? Oh, what? Okay, it's harder than Dark Souls.
The person who made that tweet Also, a little-known internet celebrity, itsAddieOfficial.
I can't believe I died at the very end there. That was a very bad cycle I had, to be fair. All right, I'm gonna make some excuses there for that one.
That was straight karma from the one guy who wrote that tweet.
Every single time I tell that story on a marathon, I die as soon as I finish telling that story. I want to point that out. This happened at TwitchCon as well. So, word to the wise, kids who are watching this, don't make fun of people, because you'll just get karma. Be nice.
Or even worse, you die in a speedrun.
Oh my god, no. Not dying in a speedrun. Anything but that. This is a very hard 3D platformer though, especially with a DLC, which we will see coming up. Shocking behavior, this one's pretty chill, just a lot of cycles that we have to hit with these moving electricity fields. While we're doing this though, I would like to quickly plug that for anybody who didn't see it, I did get into AGDQ with arguably the most wild run of all time. So that has been my past 3 days, has been answering DMs about, hey, can I get a star in the 70-person? So that's been my life. I did practice for this run last night though, despite that. But that has pretty much been where my headspace has been at.
That actually reminds me, Joey, can I get a star in the 70-star relay?
My answer I want to say is yes.
Too.
My real answer is I have no idea, because I literally have. There's gonna be so many people signing up for that. It's gonna be insane. I cannot include everybody.
Do a star?
The only person I'm guaranteeing a star is Bubsy, so you can do it blindfolded. Okay, like. I'm gonna try to get as many, like. I want to get staff members a chance to be part of it, because, come on, when is this ever going to happen again? All right, and that is the last level, by the way. The last, remaining level. Now we have to go and do challenge level Gauntlet. No, that's what we're doing. We have to do Great Master Challenge to finish off.
That's right, folks. We're restarting the run.
Start it over, reset. But this is Great Master Challenge. This used to be the hardest level of the game, and then Vicious Void DLC came out. So yeah. But this is still a very challenging level. It's about a minute of anything can kill you, and it's basically all of the symbols coming together, you know, like Power Rangers. Also, you can see all the bots here now in the game, or at least most of them. Shout out to the Croc run we just had. There's Croc. He's right there. So
Let's go.
He was added as DLC. All right, so I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna let Addie yap for this. Time will be when I get the silver coin on this level.
Oh my gosh. Can we get a shout out for that voice crack I just had?
That was a voice crack? I thought that was Discord.
Shoutouts to voice crack.
Shout out to voice crack.
Yo, let's go voice crack.
This is the most run single level that we have in this game. Like, we have so many people that tried to run this level, and there's so many different strategies that were developed over the year that this game has been out now, and it's been crazy. Can you believe it's been a year already, King?
I genuinely can. Time flies by.
And I remember when I was at AGDQ trying to play this level, because I beat it once. Oh,
how did I die? He never shoots there.
You got...
Okay, I'm actually going to restart the level because now my cycles are going to be off. That's really... I've literally never seen that happen. Say it again, chat. I don't know. He never shoots.
It is a marathon.
He never shoots there. It's so weird. I've never had him shoot there. Okay, anyhow, continue. We might not hit estimate now.
I tried to beat this level because I've only beat it one time. Whenever I was playing on King's PS5 when he was practicing for AGDQ, and I couldn't even, I think I got to here.
I didn't even know you played it on my PS5 there. I think I was away from my PS5 then.
You know, it was me and Vita who were sitting there.
Oh, gotcha. Shout out to Vita who improved one of my speedrun level times, and that's still my current PB is his time. Okay, there we go. I didn't die this time on the shooter enemy, so that's good. Alright, and chat, I need you all to say it with me. Cross/X. Triangle.
Triangle.
Square.
Where?
Square.
Astrobot goes in the square hole. Circle.
Circle.
And
now we know our shape.
get ready on time. We still hit estimate even with that death. Let's go. And time.
GG.
All right, I would say my thank yous. We have a whole nother run to do. It's another like 10 to 12 minutes, so I'm just going to leave this level. But thank you for the GGs. But yeah, that is challenge level Gauntlet. If you are watching this and you're like, hey, that looks really cool. I love Astrobot. This game's so good. I want to speedrun it, but I don't want to dedicate 2 hours of my life. This is a very easy beginner run that you can learn. If you get a deathless run, you can get around 16-ish minutes while going fast. So that's something that you can aim for. So I definitely highly recommend that. Also join the Astrobot Discord if you want to run anything whatsoever, you know, that is with this game, or Astro's Playroom, or Astrobot Rescue Mission, any of those.
Yeah, even the built-in, even the speedrun levels, the DLC levels that they added, we've got tons of strategies and...
Yeah,
a great community there. And then of course the Sony tournament that happened at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's also like some random levels they released, like this one winter level for some reason over here that everybody forgets.
I love that level.
Everybody forgets exists. All right, so it seems like we got the timer reset, which is good. So let me quickly explain the history of this before we start. This is Vicious Void. It's right over here. Shortly after the game release, they released 5 speedrun levels in Stellar Speedway. And that was really well received. And so they continued and released even more free DLC in Vicious Void. This is 10 levels, and these are all extremely difficult, like way more of a step up than the Stellar Speedway levels. So not only are these speedrun levels, which you can see my times on as I go around here, but there's also this level right here, which is Mega Mixed Mastery. This is now officially the hardest level in the game, and it took a lot of us a decent amount of time to finish. So we're gonna do these all in one go. There's no way I'm doing this deathless, so we're just gonna try our best. And yeah, so time is gonna be the exact same that we started. I'm gonna do these in release order. They did this in 2 different batches. First they released 5, then they released another 5. So yeah, I'm gonna try once again to count in as best as I can. So let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'm gonna focus. Go for it, Addie.
Hey, this level,
Good start.
one of the levels that was... this level died. This level was one of the levels that was shown off at the Sony competition. I think this is actually the one that, it was the finale of the competition where 2 of our community members had to compete against each other on this level that they had never played before to see who could get a faster time. And it's the first time anybody had played this. Which, it was really fun on day 1. Because...
What? Okay.
Technically, when these levels first came out, we had 2 community members that had the world record on this level because nobody could play it for months.
Alright, shoutouts to having 2 deaths on the easiest level. We love to see it. It's a good story. That's how you know these levels are difficult.
Yeah, no, Aqua and Riley were the 2 that were playing this level before it came out.
Which shoutouts to all the IL runners of these levels, because they are absolutely cracked and so much better than me. But I'm gonna do my best. Alright, that was not the best start, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, shout out to all the people who went to the Astrobot experience, like, tournament. That was really crazy to see. And the fact that, like, PlayStation even did that at all is awesome in general. So right here, I'm actually going to turn my camera down because it's going to, make sure that these enemies act nicely. Because if they're on screen, they will start moving. there we go.
And this is the Rocket Dog power-up. I don't think we've seen this so far yet, but technically the fastest way to use this power-up is to do short boosts over and over again. And so whenever this level first came out, and there's also another level that uses this power-up as well in the earlier DLC levels that King was talking about, it is such a hard strat finding decision when it was like trying to find out where you could use the least amount of dog boosts all at once.
Yeah, this is a really cool level. It's definitely like the fan favorite for like speedrunning.
Especially because at a high level, all of these levels are like, the difference between like 1 and 2 is like 2 frames.
Yeah, also shout out to my favorite level name in the game, Cock-a-Doodle-Doom. It's really good.
Incredible.
I'm gonna go for a very safe run of this level because I do not want to risk anything, especially doing this in RTA format. You have to kind of play it a little safe.
This is one of my favorites from the Vicious Void DLC. I just like the aesthetic of this level.
Yeah, no, this one's really good. Right here, I'm gonna try not to use my rocket at all by just doing very precise hovers. Very nice, good.
Nice.
Okay, and then I'm gonna play this ending pretty safe, but I am going to jump through here and then go up this way. There we go. And skip that bridge just like that. Okay, no death there. I'm very happy about that. Good. All right, so now we're moving on to, this is the monkey level, right? Yes, so this level, this power-up is only used one time in the main game, so it's actually really cool that they added a speedrun level for it because you get to use the bear power-up more than you normally would.
Yeah, this is a simple power-up which literally was only used in the last level of the base game that you could get to only by beating every single special level that you get in the base game. And of course they also put this power-up in the Christmas level, my beloved. So, but this power-up is really cool, and I'm glad that they put it into another DLC.
And just like that, it's also one of the shortest levels, so there we go. I like that skip that we did at the end there where we jumped on like an electric panel on the side because it doesn't damage you if you're jumping on like the side of it because it counts as a platform. Another good level name here, shout out to Armored Core, the series. This is Armored Hardcore. Alright, so there we go. Look, someone called me out for saying the monkey power-up. Listen, monkey, bear, I don't know, they're both animals. Alright, so this one right here uses the ball power-up, which I gotta make sure I play a little bit safe here again. Once again, I'd rather play safe for a marathon setting. There's way cooler strats that you could do. My intention is just to not die as much as possible in this run, so that's what I'm gonna aim to do. I apologize to the top level runners who are currently watching in the chat.
Well, you know, I certainly couldn't do this back to back to back all at once. So.
That's the other thing too, is we're doing it back to back. All right, then this is now the where we start off the levels that were released in the second batch. So this is Twin Frog Trouble. This actually released when I was at SGDQ earlier this year, so I didn't get to play these until I got back. So I you know, that's, oops, there we go. Okay, can I, okay, I'm gonna have to play it very safe, I guess, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. I was gonna risk it a little bit because, you know, we were doing okay, but I'm not gonna risk it now with how I'm playing in this level.
Yeah, and of course, all of these levels are cycle-based, right? So if you get off or make a mistake early on, you have to play really cautiously because your cycle is going to be off. And you usually only practice for the one cycle.
Yeah, exactly. So because of that bad beginning, I had to kind of wing it for the rest of that level. All right, so next is, oh yeah, it's this one, never mind. This is the elephant level, called Suck It Up. And this one's really cool. This one has some really cool strats in it. I just love the elephant power up in general. It's just really cool and overall. Alright, so now we go here. And go like this. Alright, cool. Alright, so yeah, this level is pretty difficult. We're just going to do this. Oh, well, oh, okay, that's fine.
That was almost the best clutch I've ever seen.
Almost a good save. That's okay. Alright, cool. It's okay. We'll just do it again from the top.
Yeah, and this power-up is, of course, Honey, the creator of the worst skip in the game that nobody has ever been able to pull off in real time, Honey Skip, which is basically frame perfect.
Yeah, I
uses
literally
this.
have no idea how it works.
And the elephant power-up is so cool because you can use it 3 different ways, right?
It's like 4, I think, actually.
So, you've got the ice power-up, you've got the concrete power-up. It is 4. You've got the
There's a leaf one.
the honey power-up, and then the leaf one.
Alright, there we go. This level is, yeah, someone said in the chat that this level is the best level in the game. I definitely agree with that. That's one of the best levels for sure. It's just so fun to do it when you're doing it well. Alright, so now we're moving on to my least favorite level. This is a minute of the monkey power-up, and this uses motion controls. I'm not gonna go super ham on it, but... Alright, there we go. But this uses motion controls by tilting the controller left and right. It's also a minute of this. So I'm gonna play it pretty safe. I'm gonna go for safe cycles instead of going all over the place with it.
Of course, with every monkey level in the game, shout out to the Monkey King of the Astro community, Carlos, who somehow can go up these walls faster than anybody has ever seen in their entire life. I still don't know how he does it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play it safe here. I just do like a little bit of a slow climbing on that wall because it's very easy to die there, so. Alright, there we go, nice. Then we go up here. Do a little bit of quick climbing at the end there. Alright, cool. Got under a minute. I'll take that. That's all I needed. Alright, so now we have 2 more levels left. So this one's really easy, and the last one's really hard. So this one is the balloon one. Which thankfully has some pretty easy leeway that you can take. But I also like this one because it, you know, gives that stormy aesthetic, which reminds me of like a part of Astro's Playroom.
I love that this level's called High Inflation. It's just like, is this level my local grocery store?
Dang, I can't believe Astro would do some commentary like that. What? Okay, hello? That's like the 3rd death I've had today that I don't know how to explain. Cool. I tried to hover and drop my input. It's alright. And again, these levels are speedrun levels, so if you are looking at this and you're like, wow, this one level looks really cool, but the rest of them don't, if you have the game, these are all free for you to play, and the wonderful thing is that they have in-game leaderboards, so if you want to specifically grind out one level, you can do that.
And the thing that's hard about this level is that King just kind of has to remember where these platforms are.
Yeah.
Because they're invisible until you get close to them.
I'm just gonna wait for this. There you go. I wanted to play it safe. I could have technically gone to the fan there, but I'd rather play it safe and not miss it. And there we go. Alright, so now it's time for Mega Mix Mastery, which is the hardest level in the game. It's about 2 straight minutes, or like a minute and a half straight of 3 different power-ups, and anything that hits you will kill you. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to this absolutely incredible soundtrack because this is where you unlock Sephiroth, so it's got like an FF7 kind of feel. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy this. I'm gonna walk in here. Okay, good start.
And the thing that sucks about these DLC levels is that every time you die, you start from the beginning. So you have to do it in one go.
Yeah, there's no checkpoints.
In fairness, he did say this was a really hard level, so.
Yeah, I died on the beginning,
This
but
is the hardest level in the game.
yeah.
This music is banging, though.
Yeah, again, it has like a really good Final Fantasy VII type
good.
feel. It's so good. So I will say time is going to be when I touch the pad at the end. Which hopefully I don't die on the boss, which I have been recently.
Uh-oh.
Alright, nice. No death. Okay. And get ready on time. And time. There we go. Okay. We had a couple deaths there, but I'm okay with that. As long as we hit estimate for both of the runs, that's all that matters for me. But yeah, there we go.
Did it.
So that is all of the hardest levels that Astrobot has to offer. Thank you for having me, Prevent-A-Thon. I really appreciate getting to show off this game all the time. And I will be back on Sunday for Donkey Kong Bonanza if that run gets met, because it is a bonus game. So stay tuned for that. But we have a lot more great games, not just you know, these two runs. We have so much more between now and then, so stick around. Addie, thank you for commentating. Thanks for joining me. And you have anything you want to point out before I end off?
I just want to say that join the Astrobot community. We love new faces, and that's about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.